All right, some technical problems. We've been trying to bring you this interview. Thousands of men and some women marched to the Union buildings in Pretoria today to raise awareness about violence against women and children. Various government departments, civil society groups were there to support the cause. The Under-21 Blue Bulls team as well. Police have vowed to raise the bar in protecting women and children against violence and abuse. Let's see if she can hear us. Communications Minister Nomvula Mokonyane in Pretoria. What was it like on the ground today?
We saw South African men and women coming together, of course with men from civil society, leaders from government, leaders from the private sector, all of them saying they are part of Madiba's legacy, and as part of South African men, they want to be counted against any form of abuse on women and children.
Well, we are two females talking here. Was there a good enough showing, do you think, from men in government specifically today?
The most important thing that happened today was that this was a culmination of work that we have been doing, going into meetings with different sectors, with different departments, talking about the need to now create a platform for South African men to start a program that will honor Madiba's legacy and Masisulu's legacy, and ensure that moving forward between now and next year, when we celebrate Madiba's birthday, we would have gone into our communities, into our wards, into our community-based organizations, but also within government, making sure that we provide the necessary services. But of importance to say, we need men as partners. And we saw that symbolic stance taken by men, young and old, and will now see action in terms of the dialogues that are now going to be unfolding across the country.
Minister, we've had programs before, we've had marches before. We always talk about actions. If you look at the stats, some of the worst in the world when it comes to child abuse, child murders from abuse and rape. How is this going to make any difference at all?
The South African government, in the spirit of Tumamina, has been able to mobilize society, and hence this march, which was not a protest march, but a march of bodies that are now taking a stand and say, we want to embark on action where there is an appreciation of the capacity and the ability of men to hold hands with women as partners, where the Department of Justice will then cooperate with the detectives in the police, where victim support will also be necessitated, where the Department of Finance will also appreciate the costs that come with the need to put victim support on the ground, but also the Department of Health Services being able to raise awareness on what the costs that go with having to provide a service that ordinarily we shouldn't be having, because it's a service after the fact of abuse. But also to reassure South African women that there are millions of South African men who are not abusers. And as we move forward, the dialogue, the engagement with men wherever they are is going to unfold, and hence there will be a program that will be rolling in terms of engagements, in terms of public stances. The Department of Public Service is also going to be engaging our frontline civil servants, who must also be showing the values of Batupeli. So this is a much more integrated approach that, in line with government's Tumamina approach, insists on ensuring that it takes a village to raise a child, and every woman also requires to be respected. We must liberate our streets, and we must actually do it in action by talking to the boy child, talking to men, and even seeing men as the champions, as we have seen them coming from the rugby sector, soccer, arts and culture, professionals. Even SARS was there, even the army was there, and that's the unique approach that Cabinet has come to embrace this matter, that be the legacy. and celebrate the woman of fortitude by taking a stand.
All right, Minister, so many more questions, but we're over time. Thank you for staying with us. That was Communications Minister Nomvula Mokonyane live from Pretoria, talking about the 100 Men March in Pretoria today.